get whatever I want, get my
Yeah.
Louboutins.
Literally have my Gucci
Mm-hmm.
as if like
Yeah,
that's the people
that's
we are.
me.
Okay. Do I get to hang out with Pedro Pascal?
They don't even have hands. Family by chance, best friends by choice, or something like that.
Live in Maddie.
You fought a unicorn, you know? So like I'd
It was
rather be like
bad.
that.
It was evil. It was ramming itself at me. What was I supposed to do? You want to be the lightning to my mater?
I want to be the lightning to your mater. You're like, I don't want to do this one.
That's my answer. No.
No, neither.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Editing Nayla here, and I completely forgot to say, what's up, spammers? Welcome back to the podcast. We're your hosts, Crystal and Nayla, and today we're doing a little fun Would You Rather episode. Now, we literally have over 400 questions, so we're just gonna randomly like pick and see how this episode goes and just have a conversation about these questions.
Yes, I'm excited. Would you rather questions are always like life or death for me. I really got to think about them because I'm like, wait, what if this actually happens and I have to make the choice?
And it's like you can't say neither. Like you have to pick one, even if it's the worst of the worst. So
Yeah. So I'm excited. Let's see what questions we get, or would you rather's we get. But do you want to start off with the first one?
Yes, I like scrolled accidentally a little too far.
Okay.
All right. So from the beginning,
Yeah.
after a oh god, this is already a little serious. After a breakup, would you rather be alone or be surrounded by friends?
I think I'd rather be alone.
Really?
Yeah. I think, well, I mean, I don't know how like hard it might be to go through a breakup, but I would think I would want to be alone because anytime I've ever dealt with something, I deal with it on my own. Like it just works better for me to have that time at the beginning to try to heal and like work through it mentally. And then afterwards, I need the distraction. So that's when it's like friends after. But I think first would be by myself. What about you?
I would rather be surrounded by friends because I feel like the distraction initially, especially it depends on what the breakup, what happens in the breakup. Like obviously you're going to need time to heal and you'll have that time to heal on, at least I think, like I will still be alone at some point, like whether it's at night or like whatever, but being surrounded by friends creates such a distraction that like you're just focused on other things. And so you're not hurting as much.
That's very true. Again, I don't know, maybe like when it actually happens, I'll probably need to be surrounded by people, but from right now, from personal experience, whenever I've dealt with anything, any sort of like, because I mean, like if you've ever lost a loved one, that's also heartbreak. Or actually, like friend breaks up, blah, 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 blah. Friendship, can't speak, subscribe. Friendship breakups. Have you ever been through one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Those hurt. And I've been through one. And it was better for me to deal with it on my own.
Even in friendship breakups, I would rather be around other friends because, like, I think I prefer a distraction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we know. We know, actually, because any other time we've talked about anything like distraction or being alone, yours is always a distraction, right? Like watching movies, doing all these other things. And then me, it's like, I got to deal with it. I got to like overcome it.
Because, yeah, that's the thing. I think you're able to actually overcome it when you're on your own and you're actually able to like talk yourself out, like talk yourself down or like whatever it is. Whereas I'm like super anxious and like super just in my head that it never gets better when I'm alone. So the distractions, like it takes me out of that moment. I'm not like super, super down. I'm like remembering like I have these friends, I have these good things, like there are things that are happy. And then I can come back to it and be like, life's gonna be okay.
Oh, yeah. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that there's something for everyone, you know? A way to cope with it. You just got to find what works for you. Oh, that's actually a good one to start off with.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. I was like, this is a little sad.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Like I thought we were filming a fun episode, not a serious episode. All right. Next, would you rather? Americans. I like how it says Americans because literally America is not a as advanced as we think we are. But it says, would you rather have free healthcare or free education? Damn, both in a perfect world,
Yeah.
clearly, but probably probably free healthcare because it's
Yeah.
more like anyone, right?
Yeah.
Education is like
Too
anyone
specific.
can go back to school, but it's like typically people that are straight out of high school are getting their education, but healthcare is like everyone.
Yeah, I was also thinking healthcare just because there's a lot of people who even there's people who have graduated from school and like have full-time jobs and don't have healthcare. Like there are
Yeah.
so many people, so many different scenarios. Like free healthcare just seems like the arcing it covers everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
For
mean, again,
me,
perfect world both.
yeah. Like for me personally, this is the first year I've had healthcare that's like medical healthcare technically that I'm paying for. Before, like my dad has also paid for it, but we've
Mhm.
always had to go to Mexico to get it. Like I've never really gone to the doctor here in the US other than like on rare occasion where like maybe we qualified for some free insurance or something like that or a discounted insurance. I remember I had a discounted insurance when I was working at one of like my first real jobs,
Mhm.
but I never followed up with it because you still have to pay out of pocket either way for like some things.
Mhm.
And in Mexico, like usually it's cheaper and you could see someone sooner. Here, like the bad thing is that we also have to wait so long before you can
Yeah.
even see a doctor. Like you could have heart problems and you're scheduled like 5 months down the line for your
Mhm.
first checkup. It's like by then it could progress. So it's
Yeah.
easier to just go to Mexico, which is a privilege that I have that I live so close to it because I know that people further in can't like do that.
Just
So
hop over. Yeah.
yeah, just
It's
like
not like a regular
pop in.
drive. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
definitely, like, it's just there's so many things about the American healthcare system that needs to be fixed,
Mhm.
and I think health is also just a priority. I mean,
Mhm.
education's important and all, but, like, especially as and since COVID, like,
Right.
having this has the after effects are really affecting people, and it just I think everyone should be able to go to a doctor whenever they need to.
Mhm. Also, maybe I think it would help a lot if we had like better healthcare education growing
Mhm,
up because then we could know like what would be better for us. So my school was a low income school and so we didn't have as much like education on health and like I never knew how to eat right for myself.
yeah.
You know? They never taught us that. And I feel like if they maybe taught us that at the beginning in school, then we'd probably like learn a lot more
Mhm.
and we know how to take care of ourselves, maybe we'd be a little bit healthier. But America.
Yeah, I was gonna say even in California, like, my school, we didn't learn about any of that. We learned about, like, the food pyramid when we were in, like, 1st grade, but, like, that's about it.
Mhm.
I didn't
Right.
even
And then
have a health class.
no, not even in
Nope,
high
in high
school.
school? Mm-mm.
Yeah, see, we had a health class, but I we watched Super Size Me in our health class. That was it.
That's insane.
We didn't actually learn anything. Also, like
Mhm.
period education for women non-existent in school. We didn't learn
No,
about that.
we
The
didn't
only
learn
thing
about
we
that.
were right? The only thing we
Yeah.
were like taught is sex, but it wasn't even like that educational and all they did was just like hand out condoms and that was it.
Yeah. I got lucky in the, for sex ed, we only did it for, like, a week,
Mhm.
which is also insane. Like, a bunch of high school teenagers and all you're just gonna teach us for a week? And,
Right?
like, it was mostly pushing, obviously, abstinence,
Mhm.
and then it was, again, condoms, and that's, like, about it.
Yeah.
But my teacher was LGBT, and so we got to learn a little bit more about it, which I thought was nice, but
Mm.
she went off the book. Like, she
Oh,
went off
uh-huh.
book to teach us about more things.
Mhm.
But still, I think they could have done better on the education, obviously, so maybe
Yeah.
free healthcare would also help education in a way.
Yeah. I'm sure it would if maybe there was more money in the healthcare system and then they could send people that are more knowledgeable. Also, I don't know about you, but at our school, the healthcare teachers were like the sports teachers. So
Mm.
really, I don't know how much education they had
Mm-hmm.
to actually teach us about health.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
we didn't even have health, so we had normal teachers teaching us sex ed.
mhm. Yeah, see, that's the crazy thing. So, education system, not the greatest. Healthcare system, not the greatest. So,
America.
yeah. All right. Next one.
Would you rather spend your life in prison or be executed?
I would rather spend my life in prison. I just don't do death.
Yeah, same actually. Because I also this is like gonna be so weird. Like
Mhm.
this is gonna be really odd, but in prison, you
Uh-huh.
have a schedule. You wake up, you eat.
Did you watch Orange is the New Black?
I did watch that, but not even just that.
Okay.
Even there was like a Star Wars episode about their version of prison, which
Uh-huh.
I don't even their version of prison was crazy. I don't know if I want to do that. But it's
Mhm.
just like I don't know if I could just live life every day, like not having to worry about like getting a job and like making money and like doing all that. If I could just like
Honestly.
work out and eat and
Honestly.
do small little
Yeah.
tasks, it doesn't sound that bad
Yeah, genuinely. I mean, I'm
compared to
sure it's
dying.
scary. Yeah.
Yeah, compared to
Compared to dying.
dying.
I'm sure it's scary. It's definitely something that needs to be looked at, and there needs to be some reform when it comes to prison.
Yeah.
But like if we just think about what it's like to be in prison, it doesn't sound that bad. I've also heard allegedly that some prisons give ice cream. So, it's like not horrible. At
Mm-hmm.
least it sounds like it. I don't know what it's actually like to be in there, but if you did ask me would I rather be in prison or executed, I would definitely prefer to be in prison. And yeah. But have you ever thought about what your last meal would be?
Yes. Okay, because there's this YouTube channel called Mythical.
Uh-huh.
That's hilarious.
Oh,
I literally just got the sweater. But there's a
whoa.
YouTube channel called Mythical and they have a kitchen second channel and they make like they cook famous people's last meals. So they'll ask like a
Oh,
famous
uh-huh.
person what they want their last meal to be and then they'll like make it and like have a conversation with them. It's really fun.
Mm,
And so I like watched it a lot and so I like have thought about it a
thought
lot, but
about it.
there's too many I haven't narrowed it down to like what would
Right.
be my specific last meal.
Yeah. What's one thing though that you would need
A
to
Subway tuna
have?
sandwich.
That's a good one. That's a
Yeah,
good
I don't
one.
think I could die without having my last Subway tuna sandwich.
And a Starbucks.
I think I could do without Starbucks.
Really?
Mhm.
You wouldn't
Maybe
want
a
one last
coffee.
coffee?
Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
Mhm.
That's like
Makes sense.
if I have like the space for like a drink, I guess I would there's a very specific coffee order that I would want.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Have you thought about
Makes
yours?
sense. Again, like it's very similar where I haven't narrowed it down to like what would I want, but for sure there has to be pizza there. Like I
Oh
would
yeah.
not want to go out with a good little bang?
Chocolate chip cookies. Chocolate chip cookies.
Mm, you would need that.
Mhm.
Although also I don't know what pizza I would want to be my last pizza.
Yeah. Well,
Actually, I do know.
classic, huh?
I do know. No, like from where?
Oh
Like
yeah.
what
What would you want?
restaurant? Mountain Mike's Pizza. It's
Like
the
a
best.
classic pepperoni or a
Classic pepperoni pizza. Have you ever had
mm,
Mountain Mike's?
I think I have well, no, I think I have, but just like cheese.
Oh, okay.
But I'm a Costco cheese
Pepperoni pizza.
pizza.
I remember loving Costco, but I haven't had it in a long time because we don't have
Mm,
Costco here. So sad.
oh,
But
it's
I
so
remember it
sad.
was good. I remember
Costco
I
cheese
look
pizza,
forward to it.
like, yeah, it's cheap and it's good. So,
Yeah. That's a good one. All right, let's move on to the next one.
yes.
Would you rather be a thief or a liar?
Well, we know Crystal's answer.
Yeah, I don't steal, but I'll pop a good lie. Some people might say liar. I would say actor. So,
Yeah, I would also rather lie.
yeah, I mean, like realistically, like you could get in trouble for being a thief, but you
Hmm.
can't get as in trouble for being a liar. Maybe it could get you
Yeah,
eventually in trouble, but thief, there's more of a risk of getting like
yeah. And
in
like,
trouble.
you could be a good liar.
Yeah, you'd be a really good liar. So
Yeah. Like you know what? Yeah, actor. Like
yeah, tour. That's
I'm
what
with you
I.
on that one.
Yeah, I'm always putting on a show. That's it.
Hmm. Okay, this is just the one I happened to land on.
Okay.
Would you rather have a happy but meaningless life or a
Okay.
meaningful but unhappy life?
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah.
I I think I would rather be happy though,
Hmm.
because I think by meaning it means maybe you didn't live out your dream, right?
Meaningless. Yeah.
Like you
Like
didn't get
nothing
to
to your
actually
life
live
had
it.
meaning. Yeah.
I think I would rather live it that way than to be unhappy and have meaning, because then life's not worth living, in my opinion, if you're not happy. So I would
Hmm.
rather just be happy and like not do anything that I ever wanted to do, I think. What
Yeah,
about you?
same. I just first of all, I feel like currently my life is happy but meaningless. Like at my current state, I feel like there's not much meaning happening, but like I'm happy, so I'm fine.
Mhm. Yeah. You know what? I feel the same way though.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I guess I'll just continue living the way I'm living.
Yeah, because there's like nothing specific that I'm like would make it meaningful. But like even
Mhm.
if you were like so smart and like did something so great and like you were a world renowned, whatever, like being unhappy at the end of the day,
Mhm.
like life is so short. We're only
Yeah.
here for a certain amount of time. Like you might as well forget all that and just be happy.
Right. At the end of the day, too, I think it's instinct, like ancestor instinct, to not really try to do something like that, you know? Like
Hmm.
we were allegedly on this planet to just be, like to literally just exist.
Hmm.
And like having a dream is new, right? Like it's
Yeah.
not something that we were like destined to do from the beginning.
Hmm.
However, you believe life was started, it we were all literally just here to exist. That's it.
Hmm.
So I guess it wouldn't be much different.
Yeah, and I think again, us living in America, like with the
Hmm.
idea of like capitalism and all this stuff, the word meaningful is different for us.
Yeah. Would you rather give up your hearing or your sight?
Oh no, that's so hard.
Mhm. I think hearing, because I would rather be able to see. Because if you could see, you could learn to use
Sign
sign
language.
language.
Yeah.
If you can't see,
You could talk and hear things,
yeah.
but
Oh
you
my God,
can't see.
that
You know what?
that
You're
is
right.
so
I would
hard.
rather not hear. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
There's too many beautiful things in this world. I could still watch Star Wars with captions. Like it's okay. I would much rather see if I no, if I stopped being able like if everything went dark, because I'm
Hmm.
thinking about the superhero Daredevil, like he can't
Uh-huh.
see anything, but
Yeah.
like he's very limited on what he can and can't do. And so
Hmm.
like if I could see, there's a lot more. Like obviously hearing is great and all, but like I would much rather give up my hearing and be able to still view everything.
Yes, same. Also, I've seen where you can feel sound, but you can't hear it. So there's at
Yeah.
least that too, right?
Hmm.
So yeah, I think I would rather go with lose my hearing over my eyesight.
Yeah. Cause like I'm thinking about also, would you rather give up music or like give up literally every other form of media, like books and
Hmm.
movies and TV shows? Like I'd rather give
Right.
up just the one thing, just the music, just the sound.
Same.
Cause then I could still again read subtitle. I could still read books. Like
Mhm.
how would I don't want to listen to an audiobook. I like reading.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's very true.
Yeah, that was hard.
Yeah.
I was like, stop. Ooh. Would you rather kill an endangered species or a convict?
Oh, a convict. But depends like what kind of convict.
Yeah.
That's
Would
true.
it depend?
It depends on how bad the crime was. Because I mean, an animal is so helpless, you know? Like
Yeah, I was
they
gonna
didn't do
say
anything.
I don't care what their crime is. Like they're dying.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's really not the question of which one would I. It's just a little bit of a remorse thing. Like depends on how bad that, you know,
Yeah, because like
that crime
people
was.
people are in jail for little things too. So like I would
Mm-hmm.
feel bad and stuff, but no, the animal's living 100%.
Mm-hmm. Right, because the animal like didn't do anything.
Yeah, and it's endangered probably because of humans.
Yes, it was our fault to begin with.
Hmm.
Okay, this one's a fun one for you. I feel like
For
you watch a
me,
lot of this. Yes. Would you rather live in a dystopia or an apocalypse?
dystopia, because I've always said this, if I was in an apocalypse, kill me immediately. I don't want to
Really?
live in an apocalypse.
You're my older sister. You're copy paste my older sister. That's exactly what she says. She
Am
says,
I
I'm
just
not
you and
even,
your older sister combined?
yeah, I think so. She's like, if there's like a zombie apocalypse or something, like, she's like, yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I'm
yeah.
gone. Because like,
Mhm.
first of all, I don't want to become a zombie.
Uh-huh.
That just seems like a terrible time. Like, I don't want to cause havoc to the world. I don't want to put people in suffering.
Hmm.
But also like my athletic abilities are so bad. Like, I don't think, especially after watching like The Last of Us 2, like
Hmm.
I just I don't think I could run and like kill or do any of that stuff. Like I would rather not be there. And a dystopia, there's issues with the dystopia as well. Obviously, there's so many issues. Like I think about all the like dystopian stuff we watch or like read about, like Divergent and like Hunger Games and all
Hmm.
that stuff. But also Star Wars. Like there's its pluses and its minuses, but like I could live my life and I wouldn't have to be fearing for something killing me at every second.
Yeah, that's true. I would 100% be a dystopia instead of apocalypse because
Hmm.
apocalypse is like, there's less of a chance of survival for me. But dystopia, at least, like I could, like if in a Hunger Games case, like I could just wait my turn until like eventually I get picked and maybe, fingers crossed, I never get picked.
Hmm. I also wanted to just add, even in an apocalypse, the other thing is it's not just the zombies I'm scared of. If
Hmm.
everyone is trying to survive, no one is safe, like even from other humans, because they will try and kill you for your supplies.
Hmm.
It's just like it's too much.
That's true. And then like tsunamis, earthquakes, fires, like all of that is scary.
Hmm.
So I rather do a dystopia and hope that the odds may
Ever
forever be in
be.
my favor.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, apocalypse is too scary. I definitely
Hmm.
like if I was in an apocalypse, I wouldn't be like time to go. I would want
Mm-mm.
to try to live as long as I could. That's just me because I'm so afraid of death.
Hmm.
But like I don't know, dystopia. That's scary. That's a scary one.
I would, yeah, no. I'm done. Like I'm not gonna live in an apocalypse. Like if I could like be in a house with like supply, like it's just like you have to be prepared. If I'm
Hmm.
prepared and I'm like
Hmm.
ready for this to happen, like I'm one of those
Hmm.
crazy guys who has like a bunch of supplies and like can lock up myself in one place and never leave, I'll stay.
Hmm.
But
True.
if I'm at risk, I'm done.
True. Also, though, we are typically in a technically in a dystopia because
Technically.
this world is crazy right now.
Technically we are.
It's just not like Hunger Games level or, those sci-fi movie level yet,
Hmm. But
but
it could be potentially. But
hmm,
also when the pandemic happened, we also kind of got a glimpse of what the apocalypse would be like.
yes, true. That's
All the stuff
scary.
running off the shelves, being stuck in the house, like we got a glimpse of
Mhm.
it.
True. Um, okay, I have a follow-up question for you.
Hmm.
Would you rather be in the Hunger Games or would you rather be in The Last of Us? But like
The
as
main
an actor.
character,
Yeah,
like
like
as one of the main characters.
yeah. But like movie wise, like not like actually live it, but like which one would you rather be in?
Okay, do I get to hang out with Pedro Pascal?
You get to hang out with whoever. You're in the cast.
Because if I get to hang out with Pedro Pascal, then my
You could
answer is The
be
Last of Us.
you could be Bella's character.
Oh, oh, he's my dad?
Oh, awkward.
Even no, not even
Oh,
awkward. I don't
okay.
he could be my I'm not gonna sexualize that. I'm not gonna be weird like the people
Uh-huh.
on the internet. Like
Uh-huh.
if he's protected, because that man, like the character, not even
Hmm.
Petro, the character Joel, he could survive. He could survive a lot. So he could keep me safe. So
okay.
But unless I'm like Gale and I'm just like being whiny and staying in District 12, like I don't want to be Katniss. I don't want to have to kill people. No, yeah.
That's scary.
I'd rather be in The Last of Us, yeah. What about you?
Well, I've never seen The Last of Us, but I would rather be in The Last of Us because I like more horror style for acting, right? If I'm an actor, I would rather be in The Last of Us.
Yeah, I'd much rather kill zombies and bad people than like other teenagers my age who are all selected to like fight each other in the ring.
Yes, like that's too dark. That's too dark. At least the other one, you're killing zombies. They're already dead.
Yeah, not just zombies. You're killing people too, but bad people.
Ooh,
very bad people. Yes.
Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. Is this your turn?
Yes.
Oh, wait, are you done? Did you have anything else to add? I know this is a fun topic for you. Okay.
That was all. Thank you. Okay. I do have one.
Okay.
It's another like serious one, kind of. Would you rather stop crime or pollution?
Ooh, that one's hard. Ooh, I was gonna say I think my first answer is pollution because if there's pollution, then there's no, like, if it gets really bad, there's no planet to live on. But would crime stay the same or would it be worse? That's the thing, you know?
You're stopping it, so it would be better.
No. But like, let's say if I was to stop pollution, would crime stay the same as it is now or would it get worse?
I would assume it would stay the same.
Okay.
Like,
then
I
I'd probably
don't
do
think
pollution.
Yeah, I don't think it would change anything. Unless like, because also a lot of pollution comes from crime, technically.
True. Oh, that's true. That's a hard
I
one.
would stop pollution.
Oh yeah, I think that's like my first answer, so I'm just gonna stick with that one because I would want to have a good planet to live on. So we're just gonna go with that one first, and then we can tackle crime after.
Yeah. I'm also, again, like in my head, I'm like, okay, but like oil rigs and all those things, like that's all technically crime. Like the drug rings, that's all crime. And a lot of those things cause pollution. So if stopping pollution can also, in addition, stop crime, I'm going with that.
True. So then would we stop crime? We'd stop crime and then see, but that's hard because it's like pollution's already so bad. Like, can we reverse it?
We can't reverse it, no. But we could stop it.
Stop it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't get worse. Oh, that's a hard one. If the crime was to like take a halt, like immediately, crime. Because then pollution won't get worse. But otherwise I'd do pollution. I would stop pollution. Yeah, that was a hard one. What about you? What's your final answer?
Pollution. I just feel like crime, like even though if you could stop crime, I don't know, people find ways. Like I don't think crime could ever technically be stopped.
True.
But I think pollution can genuinely be stopped if people cared
enough. Yeah. Oh, I found your Spider-Man one. It was meant
You found it?
Yeah. Would you rather have Spider-Man's abilities or mind control over 1 million ducks? Mind control over 1 million ducks.
Over 1 million?
That's funny.
That's hilarious. Imagine the power you have if you can mind control over 1 million ducks.
I'm thinking like Gru and his minions. But I think I would rather have Spider-Man's abilities. That's just more fun. Yeah. You know?
You'd rather be a superhero that has a bunch of villains after you?
I rather, yeah. Because then I'm saving the world. Versus like, what am I going to do with my 1 million ducks? What am I going to do with my 1 million ducks? They don't even have hands. They just waddle. They're just following me around.
Peck at people and like eat things and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would also rather have Spider-Man's powers.
Okay.
It's just
I
like
knew that was an easy one.
Yeah, I'd rather say but like 1 million ducks. If it was like maybe not ducks, Because ducks are, no offense to ducks, but like, what are they gonna do?
Yeah. If they were minions, like the minions we see on like the movie, I would pick the minions because they're so cute.
So would you
So
rather
I
be
would like them.
Spider-Man or would you rather be Groot?
I'd rather be Gru in that case because the minions are so cute.
I think I would still rather be Spider-Man.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm. I think it'd be more fun to have a bunch of little people that could do things for you.
It actually, you know what? Gru doesn't sound that bad because also I just realized Spider-Man doesn't have any family members. Like, he's
Yeah,
so
that's what I was gonna
alone.
say.
Like,
Everyone forgot who he was.
yeah, he's having a rough time. Like, he doesn't have an easy time. And Gru has
Yeah.
like daughters.
Yeah. Loki, like Gru's not that bad. He adopted. So
Yeah, he did adopt.
mhm.
He's not even the villain.
He's not.
He was
So
like, he's not even a villain. Gru's sounding real good right now.
yeah. I think Gru would be better. So if we change that question over from a million ducks to being Gru with a million minions, I would pick him.
I'd pick Gru.
Yeah. All right. Go to the next one. Hopefully we get another fun one.
Okay, yeah. Would you rather switch your gender or your species for a day?
Oh, species.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To
that one's
what?
100% hands down species. I would want to be I would be a dog, like a spoiled dog.
You want to be Gigi?
I want to be Gigi, just someone that's like, I mean, their life is so easy. They get fed, they get health, they just nap. Literally, all Gigi does is sleep. I get home from work, I'm like, girl, you should get a job. You're being too lazy. So I would want to be a spoiled dog. Because, I was thinking like sea otter, but then it'd be scary to be in the ocean. There's a risk of you getting eaten. You could be an animal in the wild, again, same survival of the fittest type of thing. So I would just be a little doggy. Get
You don't want to
carried.
be a man and be able to like walk around at night?
No, 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 no. I would just rather be a woman. Because then if I'm a man, what if I'm the type of man that's like,
No,
hey, hey,
I don't think
ladies.
that happens. I just think you switch your gender.
Uh-huh.
It's
Yeah,
just
I
Crystal, but
would rather
man.
be. Yeah, I would rather be a dog. What about you?
I want to be a cat.
Really?
Same as dogs. Cats are pretty
Uh-huh.
spoiled and all they do is nap. And like I feel like cats also like literally are on their own. Like they're kind of
Mm-hmm.
just vibing. Like they don't even like bother their owners very
Uh-huh.
much. Like they're just like
Mm.
pet me and then they just leave. So I would love to do that. I would love to be like, "Hi, I'm here, pet me. Okay, bye. See you later." And then go do my own thing.
Yeah. And lick yourself clean. Look, hairball later on.
You know, they don't do that as often as you'd think.
Really?
Yeah. I know it's like a very common thing. It's not that
Mm.
bad. But yeah, I would much rather just be a cat.
Mhm. That makes so much sense. I would rather be a dog too, because like dogs are taken out more. Like when you go on family trips and stuff, you'll see like dogs getting walked.
That is true.
So
You would get to
I would
travel.
get to live as a human,
Yeah.
but in dog form. I just wouldn't be able to talk, which is good because I'm an observer. I would just be there observing, living my life. Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to be a dog. Hey, and that makes so much sense because you always say that you want to stay home. There you go. You're a cat. Stay
I'm,
home.
yeah, I mean, I love traveling, but
Hmm. You
if
could
I
be one
just
of
get a
those cats
nap all
that
day,
travels. You could be
I
one of
just
the
get a
cats
nap.
that get to go around.
Yeah, I get to go places.
Yeah. Okay, this is kind of fun. Would you rather date someone who was rich and boring or someone who was poor and interesting?
That is hard. No,
You're like, I don't want to do this one.
that's my answer. No.
No, neither.
Because the thing is, like, in this economy, would I
True.
be okay with dealing with boring? Maybe.
Hmm. True. See, okay, this is my plan. I'll date this man, marry this man, and then I will divorce him and I will get part of his money. And then I'll marry someone that I actually like.
hmm I think realistically, if I had met someone and like was truly in love with them and they were a very interesting person and they were poor, I don't think it
Hmm.
would matter to me in that moment because obviously like
Hmm.
love. But currently in this economy, give me the rich man. I'll
Give me
take
the
it.
rich man.
I'll
Yeah.
take it.
I could be a trophy wife for a second.
Yeah. No, I'll do it literally. I get to live my life. I don't even have to communicate with him. Like he can just do his own
Right.
thing. Yeah.
True. He can keep making the money.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like traveling. I'll go on shopping trips. I'll like get whatever I want. Get my
Yeah.
Louboutins.
Literally have my Gucci.
Mm-hmm.
As if like
Yeah.
that's the people
That's
we are.
funny. I know. No, honestly, that's like it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that's just such a like it kind of makes me feel mean though. Like someone who was poor was interesting because they also have the potential to become rich one day, maybe. They're see the thing is, it doesn't matter what their circumstance is, it's their like dedication, motivation, like their determination to like grow, to get out of there,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
If they were just like no motivation, never wanted to change their life or whatever, then no. Obviously, I'm not going to be interested in that.
Yeah.
But
I think
but
the interesting part like doesn't really
mhm,
define it too well.
mhm. Yeah, because you can meet someone that's very interesting, but you're not attracted to them
Mm-hmm.
too, right? And then on the other side of the spectrum with like the rich man that's not interesting and he's boring,
Mm-hmm.
it also I feel like it would be a boring life too, you know? Like every time you had to be with him, like you would feel just like disconnected, but money.
Yeah, I
The
was like,
money.
with the money, I can have fun. I don't need
Yeah.
a man to determine my fun.
Yeah. True.
Hmm. I'm
All
sticking
right.
with my, maybe it's just where I
Rich
am
man.
right now, where the economy is right now. Like,
Yeah. I'll work on making him interesting.
that's what I was thinking. I was like, I'll make him watch all my favorite shows with me, and I'll make him, like, I would literally, I could shape this man into someone I would want. You're
That's
married to me.
funny.
Like, you're stuck
Right.
here. Yeah.
Mm. Maybe he just never had someone to guide him how to have a good life. And we'll come in and we'll save them.
Mm-hmm. All right. Would you rather fight a dragon or a unicorn?
Mhm. A dragon.
Really?
Yeah. Shrek, my little Shrek moment.
Just donkey be like, hey, let's not fight.
Yeah. Just be like fighting him. Well, yeah, because like a unicorn, like poor unicorn. Why would I be fighting the unicorn? I probably messed up. The unicorn attacked me, so I'm having to like defend myself.
Okay, what if it's a bad unicorn?
If it's a bad unicorn,
Yeah.
I
I'd
think a
rather fight a
dragon
unicorn.
still.
Really?
Really? Yeah, I'd rather fight a dragon because at least like I'll look like a hero fighting a dragon. But if I fight a unicorn, imagine I tell someone like, "Oh yeah, I fought a unicorn," they'd be like, "You fought a unicorn?" You know? So like, I'd
It was
rather be like,
bad.
"Yeah,
It
I
was
fought,"
evil. It was ramming itself at me. What was I supposed to do?
but no one was around.
I don't
No one was
care. I'm
around
fighting
to
the
see.
unicorn. I think a unicorn's easier to fight.
You think so?
Yeah,
But
because
they have
it's a
like the
horse.
thing where they go
Yeah.
whoosh,
So I could just
straight at you,
grab it
grab
by the
it, pull it
horn
away.
and it
I'll
seems
just wear
easier.
in my case for the dragon, I'll just wear a fire what's
Resistant
fire
helmet.
resistant vest of some sort, and then I'll
That's the
fight it.
thing. Dragons are so scary.
Mhm.
I could
But
never.
I'm hoping that like this dragon's actually a nice dragon. He was just scared, so he like reacted, and then as
Hmm.
soon as I so he's blowing fire at me, and I'm walking towards him, and he thinks I'm gonna attack him, but I just hug him, and then he's like,
So
"Oh, nice,"
you're trying
and
to be
then we become
donkey?
best friends. Yeah, then we become best friends.
Oh my god, that was fun. I'm still fighting a unicorn. I just think it's easier.
Okay. Would you rather be loved or feared? That one's easy. Loved.
Yeah, loved.
All right. We'll do another one.
Yeah, we don't even have to talk about that one.
Yeah.
Would you rather be rich or have superpowers?
Oh, rich. 100%. What am I going to do with superpowers? I don't got to save no plan for no one. Let me be rich.
Just to say, I'm not saving anyone.
Uh-uh.
Can I be Batman and have both? He
Oh,
doesn't
no.
have powers, technically, so it doesn't
Mhm.
count. But yeah, I'd rather be rich because then I could be Batman.
There you go.
I could be a
You're rich, you could
superhero
be
and
Batman.
rich. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be a superhero even if I was rich, but I would definitely choose
Mhm.
to be rich.
Mhm. I'd rather travel, do all of those things. I don't got to waste my time trying to save the planet.
And I mean, if I'm rich, I could like donate to save
Right.
stuff.
Which is technically being a superhero.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Just without powers.
Yep. Okay. Would you rather speak any language fluently or be able to speak to animals?
Any language?
Any language.
Yeah, I think I would pick any language just because like traveling and stuff, like it would be so much easier to do all of that. And like as cool as animals are and as much as I would want to talk to them, like I wouldn't like, especially no offense, but like Gigi, I don't want to know what Gigi's saying.
Yeah, she's probably like cussing you out or something.
Exactly. Imagine the amount of crap she would talk about the
Yeah,
family.
genuinely. We don't need to know that.
Yeah, I don't want to like go outside and like all of a sudden a bird is like yapping away about something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
no.
Yeah. I would rather also just know any language again, because like the travel thing, like you could just go anywhere and
You could
you can
talk to
just
anyone.
talk to anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's better, honestly.
Yeah, that would be so fun to be able to just literally talk to anyone. No
Mm-hmm.
language barrier.
Yes. That'd be cool.
Would you rather be stuck in a room with a smartass or a dumbass?
A dumbass.
I know, yeah. Same.
Because if like someone's smarter than you, they just make you feel inferior. But with
They're
like
just
someone who
annoying.
doesn't know, yeah, someone who
But with
doesn't
someone who doesn't
know,
know.
like I wouldn't make them feel inferior. And
No.
they're very funny. Like they got some funny things to say. Like if they mess something up, it's like it's funny, you can laugh it off. But
Hmm.
if like you're the one getting made fun of for like being dumb, then that's like not cool.
Yeah. It would just be a better time.
Yeah.
Because like the person who's like, no, actually, like, no, be quiet.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew someone that was like that, and it was annoying.
Hmm. I know people that are like that. And it's not fun.
It's not. It's like it just
No.
ruins the mood.
Hmm.
Because then you like anything you say, they always have a like, actually, like, shut up. Let me live.
Literally. Yeah.
I like how this one's like, would you rather be a Nissan GTR or a Porsche 911? Oh, that's kind of like cars related.
I don't know
What
cars like
cars?
that.
What cars? No, 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 no. Cars movie. What
Oh,
car would you rather be? If you were in the Cars movie, what car would you rather be?
which you gotta give me options.
Ka-chow.
Like lightning or who?
Or anyone. Doc.
You want me to pick
The
which one
mean
I would want to be? I
ones.
want to be Sally.
Sally.
Yeah.
You would be Sally?
I want to be Sally. No, I want to be Mater.
Mater's so funny.
I want to be
I
Mater.
I would like to be um someone that gets to experience Mater.
You want to be the lightning to my Mater?
I want to be the lightning to your Mater. There we
Cool.
go. We can be lightning and Mater.
I'm so down for that. Mater just says the like most random things. And I feel like a lot of my friends describe me like that. Like they're like, Nyla, you just say whatever's on your mind. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of do. Like I don't really, there's no filter here. So I feel like I'd be the perfect Mater.
There you go. There you go. That's a good one. I love Mater. He's so funny.
You'd be a great lightning.
Thank you.
I'm talking lightning,
Ciao.
like third movie lightning.
Yeah, like not the
Not
the
first
one where
movie
he
lightning.
loses himself. Yeah.
No, not first movie lightning. Would you
Your
rather
turn.
see the future or
Uh-huh.
change the past?
Oh. Ah. Well, I would rather. Oh.
That's always a tough one.
Yeah. That's hard. Because if you change the past,
Your entire life could be different.
yeah. But then also like one wrong thing, and then the whole thing could go like bad.
Your
Have you
entire
ever seen
future
Back to
could
the
change.
Future? Yeah, that's a hard one. And then if I see into the future, then I won't be living my life the way that I should be living it because I'll be like always expecting something to happen.
I'd rather change the past, even though I don't know what I'm changing or how it's going to turn out.
Right.
Like, hypothetically, if I go back, change the past, and then my life just keeps going, I wouldn't even maybe realize that the past changed and I would continue to live my life. Whereas in the future, if I see it, I know that that's my future, like that's what's coming. And then as an anxious person, I don't want to be constantly anxious about my future.
Yeah, that's true. I'd probably rather
Hmm.
change my past then too. You made a
Yeah.
good argument.
Yeah. I'm just like, no, I don't. As an anxious person, it just doesn't sound great.
Mm-hmm. All right. Would you rather have to say everything that comes to your mind or never say anything again? I
Yeah,
will
I would.
not say anything ever again.
Um, I mean, would there be a lot of consequences? Absolutely. But I would much rather just say everything.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I'd rather not say anything again. I
You're
just
an observer.
yeah, I don't like confrontation.
Yeah.
And if I was to be that type of person that said everything that came to my head, then I'm scared I would get like popped in the head or something, you know?
Mm.
So it's scary for me.
Oh.
I can't hold my own.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's a lot of thoughts in my head that are that bad, hopefully.
Mhm.
At least from what I'm thinking about right now, like
Yeah. But
head
it's
head
like in
empty, no
certain
thoughts.
situations.
Oh,
Yeah,
in
right
certain
now though.
situations.
But like in certain
Yeah.
situations, like let's say just something comes into your head and you're like, say it. And it's like, oh, too late. Because you just said it because you thought it, you know? You never had those intrusive thoughts before?
I've had some intrusive thoughts, but I'm like, I'm thinking about very specific situations. Like if I'm around people I don't like, and then there's like an intrusive thought in my head about that person,
Uh-huh.
sometimes maybe saying it would be a good thing.
Yeah.
Maybe that relationship would break off and then my life would be better because I didn't like them anyway. Like situations like that where I'm like, maybe it's not
Mhm.
that bad. Maybe it would be a better thing if I actually said what was on my mind.
Yeah. Also, I don't like hurting people's feelings.
Yeah, that I don't
And
see. That's the thing is
like
I don't think I like think about things that would actually hurt someone.
no, but like I don't know, just anything. Like I
Mm,
don't know. Like let's say you're hanging out with someone or something and you're like, "Oh, they're annoying." And you said it out loud, and then that hurt their feelings. But
that's
it's
true.
not like they actually mean that you think they're annoying. It's a thought that like just crosses your head. But like if it's a thought that crosses your head, you're going to say it out loud, you know?
And then you got to sit there and explain yourself and be like, no, 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 no. This,
Yeah.
I don't mean it.
Yeah, I don't mean that. It's just,
Hmm.
yeah. So for me, it would be never say anything again. All right.
Oh, would you rather be a vampire or a werewolf?
Ooh, I would rather be a vampire.
Ooh,
Because you live longer.
yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
Because werewolves live a normal life sometimes, but they age or they live a longer life, but
Yeah, they do
they
age.
still eventually die.
Yeah, vampires literally live forever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that. I want to be a werewolf.
You want to be a werewolf? I would
Yeah,
rather be a vampire.
I want to like turn into a wolf every full moon and hang out.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to be able to, because like I still get all the same things a vampire has, like super
Mm-hmm.
hearing still there, like night vision still there, and I don't have to drink blood. And my best friend could be Style Stilinski from Teen
You
Wolf.
technically do still drink blood when you eat something because you eat things raw.
Yeah, but not all werewolves eat things raw.
If you're like
In
really
Teen
hungry,
Wolf,
you're
they're
gonna.
very domesticated. So I'm thinking about Teen Wolf. Would I rather be in Teen Wolf or the Vampire Diaries? I'd rather be in Teen Wolf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense then. I would rather be in the Vampire Diaries and be with Stefan. But not be the Elena to Stefan. I'd rather be the Caroline to Stefan.
Hmm.
Although the ending was very sad. I wouldn't like the ending. I would like beginning, end of season. How many seasons are there?
8, I think.
Yeah, there's 8. So it would be like the end of season 7, beginning of season 8. Not the second half of season 8.
Hmm. With Teen Wolf, I was literally just thinking about like first season, like Scott and Styles best friends hanging out, trying to figure out the whole werewolf thing.
Mm.
I wasn't even thinking about being with Styles. I was like, I just want to hang out.
Also, doesn't it hurt a lot to transform?
Okay, but Derek Hale, who has been a werewolf his entire life, again, because he's domesticated and whatnot, he can turn so easily. So maybe not like I don't want to be a new werewolf, but if I was like a werewolf like for my entire life, I wouldn't mind it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you rather have no friends or have toxic friends? No friends.
Yeah. Well, that's an interesting one.
Because I have my sisters. That's easy for me.
Even though I don't have siblings,
Mm-hmm.
I have cousins.
There you go.
I have cousins that I'm like tight with. So,
There you go.
and my parents. So, you know
There you
what?
go.
I'm chilling. I don't need no
No
toxic
friends.
friends. Yeah, actually, after being in so many toxic friendships, like I really don't want to go through that again. It's so draining.
Mm-hmm. It's
No,
not
thank
worth
you.
it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like you're never, it doesn't even feel like you're actually hanging out with them. It feels like it's work being around them.
It's like not, it's just mentally draining. And like,
Mm-hmm.
first of all, we enjoy doing things on our own. Check out our last episode.
Yes.
And family. Honestly, I love that we both have that. You know, we're
Mm-hmm.
so close to our
Close.
families. Yeah. And like I think family is they're built-in friends,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
if you choose to get along with them.
Yes. What's that saying? Well, it's like sisters, but it could also be family. It's like family by chance, best friends by choice, or something like that.
Live and Maddie.
Yeah. Oh, is
Yeah.
it? Is that what they say?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Sisters by chance, friends by choice. Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Ooh, would you rather die by fire or
Mm.
drowning?
Oh, that's so actually that's both are scary. I almost drowned one time.
I
It
have
was
two.
scary. You did?
I've almost drowned.
Wait, do you know how to swim?
I do now, yeah. I was still
Okay.
learning at the time and I was like holding on to the edge and I was in the deep end and I think
Uh,
I let go. I don't really remember it, but I think I let go and then I
mm,
just like started drowning and someone had to come and save me.
mm. Okay. For me, it was scary to almost drown, but also fire would burn so much. I think I would rather
Drowning is less
drown.
painful
Yeah. Well, it actually it's very painful, but less painful, yes.
because it's internally painful rather than like on your body.
Right. Also, it's faster. It's faster.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's faster, right? Because if you drown, like, but if
Yeah.
you like fire, you're like trying to like, yeah. I would rather drown.
Yeah. Imagine like, especially if you're if you're like tied up at the stake and like someone starts to burn you and you're like
Yeah, you
you
can't get
can't
away.
move. Yeah, I would
Mhm.
rather drown.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather know all the languages in the world or know how to play all instruments?
Oh, that's hard.
Hmm.
Oh, I was just gonna say if you can you play all instruments like well?
Yeah, I would think so.
Because
I
you can
think
make
that's
money
implied. Right.
off of
Yeah,
that.
that's what I was gonna say. But
Our
also, if you knew all
brains.
the wait. But if you knew all the languages, you could be an interpreter. You can also make money that way.
Yeah, that is true. You know, I
Plus, you get to travel.
personally, yeah, I would rather just speak everything. Also,
Yeah.
I'm not musically talented at all currently.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, it's okay. I don't have to be musically talented. Like I would rather
Hmm.
like speak languages and be able to
Yeah.
speak to everyone still. Yeah.
Hmm. Same. I would rather be able to do that. I feel like it's a bigger business opportunity too. Plus, I get to travel, live my life, ver- versus like playing an instrument. But then also, if you're an instrument, like let's say you're a renowned some type of music,
Mm-hmm.
piano, violin, or something, and then you get to travel also playing.
Mm-hmm.
And music is also what is it? International language? Or
It
what's the
is.
word?
Yeah.
Oh, that one's hard.
I don't want to be famous. And I feel like knowing every language, I
Mm,
don't necessarily have to be famous. Like I can kind of
uh-huh.
keep that to myself. And so
Uh-huh.
like I could just travel and like do whatever
Hmm. Okay, I changed my mind. I think I would rather be a renowned like
musician.
violinist. I
Mm.
love violins so much. It's one of my
Violins are
favorite to
so
hear.
pretty.
And so I would love to actually be able to play it. And
Mm-hmm.
then with that, I can make money as a violinist. I could travel. And I don't have to be like a super famous person because people who play violin aren't typically like very, very well known. So
That is
I
true.
would still have my like um privacy, I guess, because I wouldn't be like followed by everyone. And I could, still live my life normally. So I think I changed my mind. I would rather be just a music player. Also, because I don't have to like always be interpreting for other people. Like, well, I mean, not that you have to, but if I was working over there, if I that was my job, I'd rather do. Yeah. Okay. I changed my mind.
I'm sticking with my. It's a good argument.
It's
a good argument, but I just like. I feel like the thought of knowing every language is just so cool to me.
Yeah, that's true. If you could play any instrument, what would you want to play?
Okay, so I also really like the violin. I think the violin is a beautiful instrument, so that's up there. Also I've always wanted to learn how to play the saxophone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, little jazz moment.
Yeah, but I don't think I have the lungs for that. Even if hypothetically I had the lungs, like I don't know. I think piano.
Piano's a good one.
Does my voice count? I think I would I'd want to sing.
Yeah. But I don't know, does that count as an instrument?
Everyone says the voice is an instrument.
True. Okay. That's true, because there's some people who can make like instrument sounds with their voice, so it's true. Okay, that's a good one.
Would you rather be the strongest person alive or the fastest person alive?
Ooh, that's hard. Oh, I would rather be fastest. Because well, it depends. Like, if I was the strongest, like, am I gonna be built? Because I don't like the idea of being a really built person.
No. I think it's just you have the ability.
You have strength. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then I'd probably do strength, because I feel like you could do more with that than like just being able to run fast. So yeah, I think I would choose strength. What about you?
I'd be the fastest person alive. I want to be the Flash. I want to.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
You could get everywhere. Like, you could just go places, I need to go to the store,
Fast.
Like, yeah. I mean, like, being strong would be pretty fun, but like, it's not as necessary. I feel like in my personal life, I feel like it's more necessary for me
to want to be the Flash.
Things. Yeah, I want to be the Flash.
That's funny. Okay, would you rather make $200 an hour or get $1 million right now?
$200 an hour. That's kind of easy.
That was an easy one, yeah.
As much as a million, as much as a million would be so good, it would be gone. But like, do the math. You make $200 an hour and you work 8 hours a day. That's already $1,600 a day. You work 5 times a week. That's like what?
I would need my calculator for that one.
Yeah, it's $8,000 a week, and then you work for 52 weeks in a year approximately. So you're making like, bless you, you're making like $400,000 a year. You can make $1 million in like 2 years if you. So yeah, that one's kind of easy.
Yeah. Oh, but also you're making $200 every hour. Like, what if that's like 24 hours in the day, not just the 8-hour like work week? Like, what if you're
it's not
making
specifying
every hour? So
that's
would
even
make
better.
$1 million even faster than that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about working, but yeah, it would just be easier. I'd be rich. Okay. Would you rather be Captain America or Iron Man?
Oh, Captain America.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I don't really like Iron Man. All right, like, don't cancel me. But he caused a lot of his own problems, and the problems for all of the other superheroes. So I would rather be Captain America. What about you? You would be Iron Man.
I don't know, because like, okay, really? They both listen, okay, when it came to like the movie Civil War, I'm Team Cap. I'm Team Cap all the way. But being Captain America, being America's like, hero, like I don't know about that. I'd rather be like a Playboy billionaire.
Really?
I think so.
People still know you. People still know you.
That's fine.
Being the Playboy.
But that's the point. Like, he can literally say and do whatever he wants.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have a reputation to hold up. He doesn't have to be this
Mm-hmm.
like good white boy.
Yeah, but I would drive myself crazy knowing that I was that person. Just as the person that I am,
Hmm.
now it would drive me crazy knowing that that's who I was.
That's who you'd like become. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. I also like Spider-Man would be my kid. So like, Peter Parker.
True.
I
True.
discovered Peter Parker. So you're welcome, world.
Well, in a perfect world, I would like to be Thor over any of them, but if I could only pick between them two, because I mean, Cap's
Mm.
not even perfect to begin with, but like,
Oh, if I could be any of them, it'd be Wanda.
oh, Wanda's a good one. Wanda's a good one.
I just want to be able to like,
Yeah.
you know.
Wouldn't you be Miss Marvel?
Oh, well, yeah. I am. I
You are
am Miss
Miss Marvel.
Marvel.
You're like, I already am, so I don't have to
Yeah.
be her. Oh, that's
Yeah.
funny.
Like superpower wise, I just Wanda's so
Hmm.
powerful. Like I just want to be here.
True.
Hmm.
True. That's a good one, actually. I'd probably be Wanda too. Now that I think about it, I forgot about
Right?
Wanda.
She's so good. Like,
Mhm. Okay, one more.
yes.
Okay. What? Actually, two. So this is kind of like one.
Hmm.
They're two separate ones, but I feel like they're kind of the same. So I want you to pick between the two of them. Would you rather live in the UK or the US?
Okay. It's like hard because I mean, I'd rather live in the US. I hate it. I don't like saying it out loud either, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm biased because I'm privileged and I was born and raised in California.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if I had been born and raised somewhere else, I would have felt differently, but it's so diverse here. Like everything is
Mm-hmm.
just so much nicer here. The weather's nicer here. Like
Mm-hmm.
everything about California is just it's
Mm-hmm.
California.
True.
But like the UK, it's like it's primarily white, like it's gloomy. It's like I would fit in there because there is a big like brown population, like Indian brown population there. So
Mm-hmm.
that wouldn't be a problem. And like it'd be nice to like do the whole like coat, fancy dressing. I'm, British, whatever.
Yeah.
But I love it here.
Uh-huh.
I'm not mad.
It's a
What
good
about
one.
you?
I'd rather live in the US too, but I'd move to like Hawaii or something. Like I
Move to
wouldn't live where I
California.
currently live. Yeah, I would move. I wouldn't
Hmm.
stay here. I mean, having a British accent sounds very tempting, not gonna lie. But,
Hmm.
I could just be an imposter in the US and pretend I have a British accent.
That's
So,
true.
but yeah, I would choose the US. So now the next one is, would you rather live in the US or Australia?
Don't like kangaroos. Aren't there more
Yeah,
kangaroos than people?
that's what I was thinking about. I was like, I'm not trying to get knocked out by no kangaroo.
Yeah, I don't want to get knocked out by a kangaroo. I'm glad our minds went to the same place.
Yeah.
Our
Like
weather's also
it's
just better out here.
Is it? Oh,
Hmm.
the yeah, this like Australia looks like it's a beautiful place, but also they have giant spiders, I've heard.
Yeah, no, there's spiders everywhere in the bathrooms, like in the toilet. No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, we're staying in the US.
There's like so many creatures and stuff because it's like again, it's mostly animals and like mostly land. It's not
Uh-huh.
very building. It's not very commercial. Like, yeah,
Hmm.
no, no. Is there anywhere like in the world that you would rather live over
Then
the
in the
United States?
US.
Yeah.
Yes and no, because it goes down to the whole diversity thing.
Hmm.
Like there's some places I would love to live, but they're not as diverse, so I would kind of feel out of place.
Hmm.
Like, I would love to live in like Sweden, Ireland, like the super green areas, like Italy, all of those. But I would feel out of place because I don't know how
Hmm.
diverse they are. So I guess like at the end of the day, probably the US would be the best. But like there are some places I would like to live over the US.
Yeah.
What about you?
No, it's like literally the same. It's funny that you
Hmm.
said Sweden, Ireland. I like would love to
Uh-huh.
go to Ireland specifically. Like,
Yes.
hmm.
There was this girl that I used to watch on YouTube, and she did a whole solo travel to Ireland.
Hmm.
It looked so peaceful, so beautiful. It's like always been a dream of mine, but I would be scared to go by myself. I don't know why.
Hmm.
Like I don't know. It's scary, but it looks so cool. And I was like, oh, I want to go so bad. Like it just all looks so beautiful out there.
Europe's beautiful. I just don't think I would want to. Yeah. I'm so biased because California.
Right.
Oh, you know what? Not Australia, but New Zealand. I would
Oh,
love to go live in New Zealand.
really? Well,
Mm-hmm.
you've been there, right?
Mm-mm.
You haven't been there?
No, I've only been to Fiji.
Oh, I thought
Would I
you
love
went
to
to like
live?
New Zealand or Australia, one of those two.
No, I want
No?
to.
Oh.
I want to
Oh,
go
okay.
to all three places, like
Okay.
Fiji, Australia, New Zealand. But
Uh-huh.
New Zealand, it's beautiful. It's
Mm.
green. It's a little bit more diverse because there's a lot of Fiji immigrants that are in New Zealand. So I know
Mm.
I would fit in there. And
Mm-hmm.
also, like, their prime minister, who I don't know if she's their prime minister anymore, but she was like very progressive. And what at
Ooh.
the beginning of the pandemic, like New Zealand had the best lockdown, like people are very like following rules and stuff there. It just, if there's
Mm.
anywhere else that
Mm-hmm.
I would rather go, it's New Zealand.
Mm. It sounds awesome there.
Hmm.
I've never been there. I've actually never looked into New Zealand, so I can't say I've wanted to go. I mean, I have wanted to go. I just
Yeah.
don't know if I would move there because I don't know too much about it.
Hmm.
But it sounds like an amazing place. But I honestly, I just want to travel everywhere, like every single place,
Knock them all
just
off
to
the.
see the world. Yeah.
Hmm.
Realistically, could you do it though? Like, could you visit every single place in the world before we died, like at our age?
There's literally like two elderly women who are trying to travel the world in 80 days.
Really? They're
Hmm.
doing it right now?
Hmm. I
Ooh,
just saw it on
cool.
Twitter the other day, like
Hmm.
recently.
Cool.
Hmm.
How long would it take you to travel to every single place? I'm curious.
You'd have to really think about it like thoroughly and like plan it perfectly, because you got to remember that like at least in Europe it'd be really fast because you could take like trains everywhere and you could get everywhere pretty fast. And
Hmm.
then same thing with the Asias, like South Asian countries, they're all pretty close too. It'd be like the
Hmm.
islands that would be probably a little far. And then you don't have to go to every state. You could just go to America, so it's not that hard for us because
Yeah.
there's only three big countries here.
Hmm. Yeah. So if it's like country wise, I'm sure that that's less. But also, like, would you be able to enjoy every single place if you were trying to hit every single place on the
Yeah.
planet? Yeah.
I don't think you're going to be able to enjoy it
Hmm.
at all. Like, I feel like it would just be so
Yeah, it would be
quick.
hard. I
Yeah.
think I would want to at least visit the places I've always wanted to visit first and then work on other places after that.
Like, go
Because I'm
enjoy
sure,
the places.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm sure that there's a lot of places that I've never even heard of or seen
Hmm.
that, like, if I saw it, I'd probably want to go.
Hmm.
But yeah, that one, that's a big goal, but who knows? Also, it's a lot of money. So if I had my rich husband that was a little boring, I could travel.
Exactly. Which is why in this economy, the rich husband is just more options, you know?
Yes. Mhm.
And what
Uh,
a great way to wrap up the end of this
mhm.
episode.
Yes. It was a fun one. I enjoyed it.
Hmm.
We got a bunch of fun would you rather questions. Some of them were hard, some of them were a little bit easier, and we answered them like we didn't even have to think about it. Other
Yeah.
ones we had to think a little too much about them.
I think that makes like really good content though, because there's some answers that are just so easy.
Mhm.
And then there's some where it's like, can I don't want to pick either.
Yeah. It's like life or death again. It's like
Hmm.
if I pick this, am I going to be like stuck with this?
Hmm. And there were so many questions on that list. And we
Mhm.
could definitely do another Would You Rather video over again. So let
Yes.
us know down in the comments below. Oh, okay. You know what? We should pick one for them to answer.
Okay, we should pick a would you rather. I forgot half of the would you rathers that we picked.
I'm gonna say, would you rather lose your hearing or lose your sight?
Okay, I'm gonna say, would you rather marry a rich man that's boring or a poor man that's interesting?
Mm-hmm. Answer
Let
those
us
two
know.
down in the comments. Yeah.
Yes. And any other ones that stood out to you that you also wanted to answer, let us know.
Or
We're
if,
curious about those.
or if you have any for us that we didn't
Yeah.
answer.
True. Any fun would you rathers? Has anyone asked you a would you rather question that like completely stumped you? Ask us down below.
But yeah, that is it for today's episode. Make sure you comment down below, like, and subscribe. Make sure you check out us on Anchor, on Google Podcasts, on Spotify, and check out our links down below. We have our Instagrams linked. We also have our personal YouTube channels linked. And yeah, so that's about it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for hopefully enjoying our little tangents on these random topics. And we will see you next week. And with that being said, sorry for the spam.
Bye, guys.
See you later. Hopefully you find rich husbands.
Yes. Hopefully we find some rich husbands and we can travel the world. Maybe we can marry like cousins or brothers, and then we can like travel the world while they stay home. They're boring.
Yeah.
And there we go.
That's the ideal. That's the goal.